Hey guys, I want to come on here and talk real fast. Again, I always like to say the noise. You can hear the TV, you can hear my kids. They're coughing. They're eating right now. We're having a little brunch, if you will. Um, the kids wanted some French toast. So I said, whatever, you want French toast? You got French toast. So they're having some French toast and some fruit, and they are loving life. And after I cooked them something to eat, I was just tired. So I was like, I don't feel like fixing myself anything right now. So I'm having a pack of Ritz crackers. But, my kids come before me. My kids are going to eat a well balanced meal before I do. Is that well balanced? I mean, on French toast. But, it's okay to have French toast every now and again. Who doesn't love French toast? People say, are you a French toast or are you a waffle or a pancake person? I'm like, all three? Like, you forgot crepes. I love them. I love them. Stuffed French toast. Ooh, girl, I want to go to IHOP. I wish we had a Denny's around here. We don't though. But anyway, um, I wanted to come on here and say that it's crazy that Olivia got some cats. That's the last thing she needed was an animal. The fact that she got two cats is diabolical. We have seen time and time again what happened to Suki. I have video evidence on my channel of what she was doing to Suki. Sure do. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I don't know. I hope that these cats, I hope they claw the piss out of her daily. I hope they shit and piss all over her house and not in the litter box. I hope they get up on her counters and start eating her whole house up, chewing on wires. I hope that they chew up important papers that she has. Oh, I really hope that. I hope they piss and shit on her clothes. Like, yes, cats. Yes. I mean, honestly, if they did, I mean, I feel like something serious would happen to those cats. She would seriously like kick them, throw them against the wall or anything. I mean, I can clearly see that, and I'm sure you guys can too. But I hope that these things happen to Olivia and she gets so mad and annoyed at these cats that she gives them to somebody who will actually take care of them. And the fact that she wants AJ and Kalani to be around these cats, no, no, they will be. First of all, AJ and Kalani will be in that litter box trying to eat cat poop and eat cat litter with piss on it and shit. That's nasty. That's nasty. Nasty. And she's going to not be watching these kids, and they could literally do anything to these cats. We see how AJ is with Kalani. We saw how he was with Suki. Now, before Olivia had Suki, I don't know of any other animal that she had because I wasn't watching her back then, Um, I feel like every day I'm finding out something new about Olivia from her past that someone has brought up, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, useful information. Um, there are these men that Olivia has been with that so many people know about, and I'm like, oh, I don't know this person. Like, finding out that Olivia drove to get Gerard or something like that while wearing a diaper. Like, somebody tell me that story because I want to know what actually happened. I hear this so many times about Olivia wearing a diaper and peeing and pooping in it, and what is the story? Because ew. Ooh, I can't. Somebody tell me the story of what happened. Direct me to a link, something. I need to know. I need to know this whole driving while wearing a diaper to get Gerard back or something like that. Um, if that's what happens, I don't know. Something about her wearing a diaper and Gerard, and I want to know. But anyway, I feel like if you have an animal in your care and you're rehoming this animal to someone, said person who is getting the animal should have or wanting to get the animal should have a background check done, and they should have like some kind of background check when it comes to animals, how you treat animals, how you, like look up all of these. You should be able to enter into like some sort of database search or database, whatever you say, search, and type in said person's name. Um, and it should be updated, like if you get married or like remarried, divorced, whatever. Um, kind of like um, uh, the uh, S offender registry, like that, and like you should be able to see like the list of animals that they have brought to the animal shelter, or a list of reports they've had on them through um, animal control or just the animal shelter or the police. You know what I mean? And you should determine from that whether you would like to rehome that animal to them or not. I have always said this, and I believe this fully. You know, um, and you should be asking the questions. Like, do you have kids? Do you like? You should be able to look up like CPS reports. Honestly, I feel like you should be able to look up CPS reports too through this database. What the hell? Database. I guess I was saying database, but database, whatever. And you should be able to look up said person's name and see if they have any CPS reports out on them as well, because that should tell you too what kind of home these animals are going to. Even though you could be like the nicest in the whole world to these animals and treat them like they're a god, put them on a pedestal, you know, you could still be the crappiest person in the world and terrible to your children, live in a nasty, disgusting home, things like that. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, and I fully believe that. Quick little side note, I saw that everyone knows or should know about Colleen Ballinger and the situation that went down with Colleen Ballinger. Raven Simone. I grew up loving Raven. Loved her so much. I put her on a pedestal, I thought she was so cool. I grew up in the 90s, 2000s. I watched Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Wizards of Waverly Place, Boy Meets World. What else was there? Um, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Remember that? Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Anyway, Smart Guy. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think Hanging with Mr. Cooper was on Disney, wasn't it? Or was I wrong? I know Sister, grew up watching that. I know there was, it wasn't Disney Channel, but there was TGIF. Remember that on Fridays, where I think it was ABC, it might have been. I think for me that was Channel 9. Um, it still might be Channel 9. I don't know if it's Channel 9 worldwide, but it's Channel 9 over here. And they would show all of these Disney shows and cartoons and things, and I loved it. Ate it up, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pizza night, and I'm like, yes, and if not that, if that wasn't on, you'd be watching your Disney Channel movies like Gotta Kick It Up and Smart House, and what else was that? Luck of the Irish, and uh, Twitches, and what was that one where the two sisters switched lives? Remember, they wished upon a shooting star, and they switched lives. Like the one girl was super popular, and the other girl was like super nerdy and lame. And y'all remember that? And there was a basketball one too. Do y'all remember that one too? These sisters were twins, and oh my God, what happened in that? I don't know, something about them being in basketball, but maybe y'all know what I'm talking about. But we had shows like that, but um where was I going with this? Let me think about it here for a second. Y'all probably screaming, that's what it was. That's what you were talking about. Oh, I know. I had to pause. Raven. I was talking about Raven. Um, I remember taking a VHS tape and recording over it. You know how you would do that? You would record your shows on VHS tapes. And Raven had a remix of Superstition. There is superstitions, writings on the wall. Everybody knows that song. Good song, great song, fabulous. Um, she redid it, and so I recorded that. And she had another one. It was like about a birthday party. This man forgot her birthday or something. I don't know, but I really liked that one. But anyway, so I was watching the Raven Simone podcast, and oh God. First of all, I don't know how anyone wants to be on The View. I don't know if she's still on The View. Wasn't it The View she was on? God, I hate The View. I I freaking hate that show so much. Daytime TV. Daytime TV, just I can't. I can't with daytime TV. Ooh. You know, I mean, growing up when we stayed home from school, Price is Right was on, Maury was on, Jerry Springer. We shouldn't have been watching Jerry Springer, but it was on. Um, my mom would be watching General Hospital and Days of Our Lives, Dallas, God, Designing Women, although, uh, Third Rock from the Sun, great show, and so is Becker. I love Becker. Okay, oh God, I love those shows. Ugh. Anyway, there was a point in time where I would actually sit and watch like General Hospital, and I could tell you exactly what happened from like months past, and I'm like, oh my God, am I starting to like General Hospital? God, no, help me. But I'm telling you what, I could be on Prices Right easily. My kids are being so loud, but I could be on Prices Right, and I could easily just, I would win. I love Prices Right. Like, I would be that contestant when they call me to come down. I would be screaming in excitement. Yeah. But, you gotta pay taxes on these prizes that you win. So, in the end, it's really not worth it. So, you know what? Anyway, I've always wanted to be on a game show. I love game shows so much. There's not a game show that I don't like, I don't believe. Ooh, anyone remember? I saw Jamie French, speaking of the 90s. I watch a lot of Jamie French. If you don't know, she's hilarious. I love her. Icon, funny, beautiful queen. Yes. Anyway, she was reviewing oh God, Singled Out. You remember Singled Out from MTV? Oh my God, I forgot how cringe that show was. I remember like growing up watching that show. Oh my God, it was that. There was Next. There was Parental Control, Room Raiders. Like what were we thinking with these shows? There was that. Remember that show? Oh my gosh, throwback. Remember that show where they would have like these people come on, like a guy or a girl, and they would express their undying love for this celebrity. Like, oh, I just love this celebrity. Like the one that sticks out the most to me. There was this. Oh, and there was also Maid. Remember Maid? I loved Maid and True Life. Oh my God, like True Life. I'm a porn addict, or True Life. I'm a drug addict. True Life. I'm poor and homeless. I'm like, girl, like. Anyway, this show, I cannot remember what it was called, but the one that really sticks out is this guy was really infatuated with Avril Lavigne, and I always wanted to be Avril Lavigne. Don't get me wrong, I thought Avril Lavigne was beautiful, still do. I want to be Avril Lavigne. I had every single CD. I haven't gotten anything recent, obviously. I think the last CD I got of hers was the Girlfriend CD. Hey, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. Or I could be your girlfriend. I'm like, whatever. Hey, hey, you, I could be your girlfriend. Anyway, everyone knows that song. And I thought Let Go CD, I thought it was so good. So good. Oh, I related to, it's a damn cold night. Trying to figure out this life. I thought that was me. I was like, yes, girl, that's me. I'm going through it right now. But anyway, this guy was infatuated with Avril Lavigne. And he would have like, there would be like, I think it was like 5 people, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was like 5 girls that would go through these stages of becoming Avril Lavigne. They would dress like her. I don't know if they would talk like her. I'm assuming they would. They would, you know, and in the end, I think they would have to sing these songs like Avril. And they're dressed like, Avril. And the guy would pick the one that he liked the most, who most resembled Avril. And please tell me you all remember this show. I guess I could look it up, but while I'm making a video, I can't do that. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I want to say First Impressions, but that's not the name of that show. I don't know. Oh, and y'all remember Blind Date? Oh my god, that show was crazy. Blind Date was crazy. And late at night, when everyone was asleep, like on on I don't know if it was Comedy Central or what channel it was. It was the channel with Wild on, which kids should not be watching. It would come on. It would come on during the daytime. That show would. We should not be watching that. But they would show the Girls Gone Wild, like videos. They'd be trying to sell them and stuff. Like, what the hey? Oh my god! Like, ugh. TV's wild, man. For just putting that, putting that out there like that. Kids could easily see that. I know they blur everything, but still, you know what they're showing. You know what's being said. You know what's going on. You know how many men are sitting there to them commercials. I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna get grossed out. But anyway, back to Raven. I'm getting sidetracked. I love 90s and early 2000s. My heart lives for that. Honestly, grew up in that era. I will blast Still My Sunshine on the daily. Butterfly, that's always on repeat. Come my lady, come my lady. I love it. I love Limp Bizkit. Say what you want. I love it. I love it all. It's fun for me. Viva La Bam, Jackass, Wild Boys. I live for that era. I live for it. Anyway, back when No Doubt was just, so good. I mean, No Doubt has always been good, but Don't Speak, oh God, I love that song. Anyway, Sublime, like, yes. Anyway, so, um, Raven has Colleen up on her podcast, and she's putting her on a pedestal of some sort to me. She's praising her and trying to make it out like, oh, we should forgive her, and, you know, people make mistakes. Yes, they certainly do. Yes, they certainly do. But people like that who make those kinds of mistakes should not be praised, should not be forgiven, in my opinion. So many of these celebrities and social media influencers, YouTubers, TikToks, they do these terrible things. They get called out for it, they get canceled, and then it's like people forget. And it's like, and they move on, and it's like, oh, let's go get James Charles' new palette he's got out. No, do you not remember what he has done? I watch a lot of Rich Lux. I don't know if you know who that is, but I watch Rich Lux on YouTube. I love him. I love when he says, now grab a snack and come on back. Anyway, he was talking about the video today about Colleen, and he said, I haven't watched the whole entire podcast interview, but I'm going to. There's another creator I watch who is involved with Colleen, but he's involved with the situation, Adam, and he has reacted to the whole thing, and it's on his channel, and I want to watch that. I'm not gonna give my view to Raven, not at all. I'm giving it to Adam, the person who was victimized by Colleen and groomed and everything else. But and he's not the only person that has been victimized by her. But she was like, "Oh, have you Raven's like, "Have you forgiven yourself? Have you found the time to forgive yourself? Have you forgiven yourself?" And it's like, "Why are you asking her? Did did you not see her apology video? Toxic gossip train? That's your apology? The toxic gossip train." Heading down the road to misinformation, something like that. Like, And she was doing these terrible things that she was doing to these kids. And Trisha Paytas. Let's not forget what she was doing to Trisha Paytas behind the scenes in her little group chat. What was it called? Colleen's Weenies. And Corey had his. Let's not forget Corey, because I have not forgotten Corey. Um, what was it? Corey's CUNTS? Isn't that what it was? Corey's something. I don't know, something inappropriate. But I was thinking Corey's cookies, but no, that's too PG for him. Um, but I don't know where I was going with this, but oh, Colleen had children. She had children while doing these things, and behind the scenes in her little group chat, she was making fun of Trisha Paytas with her nudes. And then she would have her up on her channel with mukbangs and eating food and talking about pregnancies, and the whole time Colleen had to make it about herself. Colleen is definitely 100%, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000% a narcissist. You wouldn't believe, when you actually think about it, how many narcissists there are out in this world, and it's scary, honestly. Best believe it's not all about me. I am not a narcissist. I have no reason to be a narcissist. Like, I will tell you that I could look better, because I am not the prettiest person in the world. Not even close. Don't even claim to be. I think I'm one of the ugliest people on the planet. And I'm not saying that for attention, make people feel sorry for me, sympathy, wah, wah, wah. No, I truly believe this. And, that's fine. And I hate the way I talk. I hate my voice. I hate the way it sounds. It makes me cringe. Like, I hate it. I don't live a life of luxury and things like that, but do I live good? Absolutely. Could I live better? Absolutely. Do I need to put myself center of attention? No, I don't like being center of attention. I don't. Like, I don't even handle compliments well. When someone's like, oh, your hair looks so good today. And I'm like, thanks. To me, I'm thinking, oh, so what does it look like any other time? Oh my God. Then I start going down this rabbit hole. Like, oh my God, my hair's always ugly. Like, oh God, what can I do? I'm that kind of person. I am definitely not a narcissist. But Colleen is definitely a narcissist. There are way too many narcissistic people in this world. It's scary. It's sad. And they need to be called out. Oh, and also, I saw on uh, Queen Blama, I saw on her channel, um, she had brought up this new person. I think her name was Mel. Go watch Queen Blama if you haven't. But she had this woman up on her screen. Oh my God. This woman called her Liv's sister. Oh, I lost it. I lost it when she said that. I was like, yep, that could be Liv's long lost sister. She's from Texas. I mean, what was it, Dallas or something like that? I can't, y'all. I can't with this. But this woman was just like Olivia, a whole hot mess. Had the police at her door and everything. There was blood in this woman's apartment. She's screaming at her kids because her kids asking for something to eat or something like that. I was like, girl, talking about she's packing all of her stuff up and she's begging people for a ride in a motel and money for a motel. I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back. I'll pay you in food stamps. Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, why do you? It's so funny to me. Why would you put your business out on the internet like this? Like, I don't understand why these people do this. People like Olivia and stuff, I could never, like, I couldn't get on the internet wearing like Powerpuff Girl shorts and a shirt that's too big and boxy and doesn't match and a pink bonnet and thinking you're some hot shit. Your body's tea, but yet your front side is bigger than your back side. Like, no. My son is about to wash his hands in my bathroom, so you will hear him. But he's sticky from syrup. But I I just don't understand these people, man. And Olivia really out here thinking she's some kind of celebrity. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm gonna go, you guys. I was probably in the middle of saying something. I forgot what it was. I don't know. Is that ADHD? That's something. I don't know. I'm really bad at like telling stories and things because I'll trail off into a different story and then forget what I was talking about altogether. And sorry. I excuse that as mom brain, but that's not. Oh, and if anybody, I made a post, but if anybody can tell me I'm ignorant when it comes to YouTube, and I'm sorry, I mean, not like watching YouTube, uploading a video, but I'm ignorant to making YouTube videos, like actual good videos. So if anyone can tell me, how do you make these intro and outro videos? I want an intro and I want an outro, and I have this whole idea in my head, but I don't know how to make that come alive. Are you guys using some kind of AI program, or what are you doing? Because I've got my music and everything that I could use. Sure, it's royalty free. Copyright issues are not going to be an issue. But what are you using? Do you have someone do it for you? Like, do you pay someone? Like, I want to know. Like, I need to know. I'm ignorant and I need some help. I have my video made of me reacting to Olivia. And again, that's gonna be bad too. I'm sorry. Olivia's voice is her video is 10 times louder than my voice, and my voice is low, and I can't fix that. So, like, if you're a headphone user, turn it down, girl. Turn it down. And I'm like talking over Olivia in some of these clips, and you can barely hear me. So I don't know how to work that out, and I don't feel like re-recording because that took me a long time to do, a long time. And what programs are you using to make your videos? You know, like to record your videos, like what are you using? Because the program that I was told to use said that everyone uses this, but I don't know. I don't know, I just want to sit down, watch the video, and react at the same time, all in one video, but I'm having issues, but if anybody wants to help me, I would greatly appreciate it. But my son is in there singing like crazy. But anyways, I'm going to go, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Anything I ask, like comment below, comment below. Leave a like, subscribe, join the tribe. Let's all share the good vibes. And I will talk to you guys later.